Imagine fighting a neighborhood bully, your whole life, sacrificing literally everything to beat them, and then you find out the entire global military is backing them up.
That is exactly the kind of nightmare we're looking at today. Welcome to the Deep Dive. I'm your expert.
And I'm your host. Today we are unpacking a really fascinating stack of notes on the transformation of Eren Yeager. Our mission for you today is exploring how a person turns into a monster. And not like through one mustache-twirling evil decision.
Right, it's not a sudden flip of a switch. It's a series of steps that actually feel completely reasonable in isolation.
Exactly. So the timeline of what Eren learns is so crucial here.
It really is.
Yeah.
Because initially, his worldview is incredibly simple. Titans are the enemy, the walls are a prison, and freedom is outside.
Simple, right. But then comes the turning point, the discovery of his father's journals in the basement.
Yeah, that changes everything.
Okay, let's unpack this. He discovers the real enemy isn't the Titans at all. It's the rest of the world.
Billions of people.
Right. Billions of people who view his people, the Eldians, as literal devils that need to be eliminated. And the source text highlights this really chilling shift in Eren. Like, his rage doesn't disappear when he learns this, it reorganizes.
Reorganizes into something much darker.
Yeah, it goes from this hot emotional rage to a very cold strategic calculation.
And that cold strategy immediately dictates his next move. Stage 1, he infiltrates the enemy nation of Marley alone.
He just goes by himself?
Yeah. He sits in a cafe, watches Eldian children beg for the right to serve the very country oppressing them, and something just calcifies inside him.
And he decides to stop trusting his allies.
Right, he cuts off communication to plan unilaterally.
But, I have to push back on the text a little bit here. Was Eren actually wrong to abandon collective diplomacy?
How do you mean?
Well, up to that point, peaceful solutions had only brought catastrophic losses. They were barely surviving against impossible odds. So why would seeing that systemic oppression make him cut off his own friends?
That's a fair point. What's fascinating here is that his loss of faith, earned through brutal evidence, was filtered through a mind that had already decided what the answer would be.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, he was basically operating on confirmation bias at a civilizational scale. He just didn't think his friends had the stomach for what was actually necessary.
That civilizational scale confirmation bias is what makes his next action so terrifying.
Because once his mind is made up, he's handed the ultimate cheat code. Stage 2.
Right. By touching Historia's hand, he actually sees the future.
Yeah, because Historia has royal blood. Touching her unlocks the founding Titan's ability to transcend time, so he doesn't just guess the future.
He actually experiences the memories of what he is going to do.
Exactly. He sees the exact mathematical cost of his plan to unleash the Titans on the world. He knows 800 million people will die.
Wait, I'm struggling with this. He sees that 800 million people will perish, and he just accepts it. Like, how does he mentally bridge the gap between protecting a few friends and global annihilation without completely breaking down?
Well, he bridges it by deciding that the survival of those few friends is simply worth more than the rest of humanity.
He makes a fully informed choice.
Yes, it's the most human protective instinct, weaponized into the most monstrous outcome imaginable.
Which explains why his final moves are so deceptive. Stage 3, he deliberately alienates those same friends.
He plays the villain to push them away, grieving quietly the whole time.
But why play the villain?
To sever their emotional ties to him. He knows that if they still love him, they'll hesitate to stop him.
And stopping him is the only way they survive the political fallout.
Exactly. He is literally weaponizing their hatred against himself. He finally accepts that freedom, his friends' safety, and a world without enemies are mutually exclusive goals.
Man, so his vow to destroy his enemies ended up destroying its own purpose.
Totally. He wanted freedom, but he became utterly imprisoned by a timeline he couldn't change.
He wanted to protect his friends, but he became the very monster they had to kill.
It's the ultimate tragic irony.
So what does this all mean for you, the listener?
The text asks a deeply uncomfortable question. Is there something you are genuinely, legitimately right about that you are using as a license?
Like a license to dismiss people, to ignore the costs, and to justify brutal methods.
Yes, because being right about a problem doesn't automatically make you right about the solution.
That is so true. Humanity isn't lost all at once. It is traded away, one reasonable earned justification at a time.
Just one small step after another.
Think about your own digital echo chambers. How often do algorithms feed us the exact evidence we need to justify cutting off the other side?
Are we all just one tailored news feed away from our own civilizational confirmation bias?
Seriously, count your justifications. Not to judge them, but to know what kind of monster you might be building.